So I came across this child support case, and I just have a lot of issues with it. There's a lot of things wrong with this case. This man has 10 kids. She only has one of his 10 kids. There's just a lot going on here. And I definitely need you men to pay attention, especially you meat slinging men. You know those men who like riding around tossing their package like they're playing a game of cornhole. Y'all definitely need to pay attention, because if you don't, you'll end up like this dude.
It appears from your motion to enforce, he was ordered to pay $168 a month in child support and $57 a month in medical support. Is that correct?
That is correct.
For a total of $225 a month?
That is correct.
Now, $225 a month doesn't seem like a lot to take care of a child, but apparently it's harder than we think because he can't pay it. I'm thinking those other 9 kids might have something to do with it. And speaking of 9 kids, this dude pullout game is trash. I wouldn't trust him to pull out of a Jiffy Lube.
And the last payment he made was October 2nd of 2019.
I did receive a payment of $67 on December 19th of 2025. That is the last payment that I received before that October payment in 2019.
So this dude has only given her $67 in the last 6 or 7 years?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
All right. Have you gone onto the Attorney General's website to determine how much they show him being in arrears?
I have $20,780.34.
All right. And how many children do you have with Mr. Clark?
Just one.
And how old is that child?
She's 9.
You're asking me to confirm the arrearage, order him to pay the unpaid child support, order immediate wage withholding, order a payment plan for arrears, and hold him in contempt of court and issue an arrest warrant.
Correct.
All right.
This chick ain't playing no games with this dude. She's like, give me my money or...
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
All right, Mr. Clark.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you respond to all that?
I haven't been working since 2019.
Damn!
Why don't you get your ass up today? Go out and look for a job. J-O-B.
All right. And why is that? Are you
taking care of my? I've been taking care of my sick mother in that time.
Then who the hell is taking care of you? All jokes aside, unless you have a lot of kids, you probably wouldn't understand what's going on here. But most of these men don't want to go get a regular job, because if they do, they'll go out and work 80 hours. And once that child support is done with them, they'll come home with minus $6. I'm not saying this is right, but this is what a lot of them do. And they'll end up working under the table jobs or side jobs.
And my other kids.
How many other kids do you have?
I have 9, 10 altogether. 2 of them live with me full time.
How old are your 9 other children? You could just tell me the youngest and the oldest.
All the way from 18 to 1.
And how old are the 2 who live with you full time?
10 and 11.
All right. I don't see that you have come back to court to ask that the child support amount be reduced. Have you done that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that's what you need to do if you're unable to pay the amount of child support that was ordered for you to pay. You have to go to a court and ask the court to reduce or eliminate your payments. But are you aware that your arrearage is over $20,000?
Yes, ma'am.
And how are you living if you're not working at all? Where do you find the money to support yourself and your mother and your other kids?
Just do odd jobs here and there.
So you are working, you just don't have a permanent full-time job. Mr. Clark, do you know that once you have a child support order, you're required to pay it, and one of the penalties for failing to pay it is that you could be put in jail?
So put me in jail, take me away from my other kids, is what you're saying?
That is
Does that make sense to you?
that is one of the penalties that the law applies.
And see, this is one of the questions that I have. This man has other children. It isn't just this child. So this one child is going to affect the other 9 children by sending their father to jail. I understand they're trying to figure out a way to punish these people for not paying child support, but sending someone to jail is probably the worst thing you can do, because now when he gets out of jail, it's going to be harder for him to get a job. And who is going to take care of those other kids or his household while he's in jail? And on top of that, she still ain't getting her money because he's in jail. This is why I don't believe that process is about the kids. It is about the system.
I agree with you that that doesn't make a lot of sense in some respects, but in other respects, there needs to be something to cause somebody to try and get the money to pay their child support. All right. So how much can you pay Miss Jennings a month right now?
Yeah, I can give it 20.
What the Oh,
Did he say $20?
American dollars? Dollars.
I can give her 20, maybe.
You could give her $20 a month?
Yeah, maybe.
He said maybe? Come on, bro. Times is hard, but that's still your seed.
You have enough children that I'm sure you know that raising kids is expensive. Have you spent any time with your child who is 9 years old, whose mother is Miss Jennings?
No, ma'am, not in some years. No, ma'am.
And on top of that, you don't even see the kid? No, I don't know the whole situation. Maybe the mother is holding the kid away from you. I don't know. But you got to do better than $20, man. Come on.
Arrearage as of today is $21,346.96. In addition, Mr. Clark is still responsible for paying the $225 a month, so that amount will continue to go up. How much are you asking that he pay a month towards the arrearage?
Towards the arrearage, I mean, I do know that I'm aware that he has other children. Towards the arrearage, I would think it's fair that he pay at least $100 a month towards arrearage.
So I am gonna order that in addition to the child support and medical support that you're paying Mr. Clark. You need to pay an extra $100 a month towards the arrearage.
This man hasn't paid child support since 2019. He just offered you $20 a month, and now y'all adding $100 to the $225 that he couldn't pay for the last 7 years. Let's see how this goes.
I know none of us can raise a kid with $0, and so I just want to encourage you to find a way to come up with the $325 a month. So I'm going to hold you in contempt for failing to pay. I'm going to sentence you to jail for your refusal to pay. If you had a job, I would consider
Sentencing me to jail?
Yes, sir. If you had a job, I would consider incarcerating you over the weekends, but you don't have a job that causes you to need to go to work on the weekdays. Is that correct?
Now, I've heard about this weekend jail program they got. I think that's crazy. That means you work all week, and the only 2 days you have off, you have to spend in jail. And this is a real thing. I knew somebody when I was a lot younger who was in that situation. And I told myself then I wanted nothing to do with that.
So, you want to send me to jail? I got a house with 6 kids in it right now. I can walk you through there. You want to sentence me to jail?
Sir, I want you to pay to support your children is what I want. I don't want to sentence you to jail.
I just told you I'm not working.
Well, and
it's
I also don't hear that you're incapable of working. I hear that you've chosen not to work because you're taking care of your mother. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So at some point you need to be taking care of your children.
I am taking care of my children, ma'am.
Not that one.
I'm going to sentence you to 30 days in jail. I'm going to suspend that sentence.
So you want to take me to jail, right? Take me to jail, right? Take me to jail, right? You want to take me to jail?
All right.
Take me to jail, right?
Mr. Clark?
Take me to jail, right? I just showed you 6 goddamn kids. Take me to jail. Come here, baby. Take me to jail, right?
Sir, are you going to let me speak? So, I'm going to suspend that for as long as you make payments of $325 a month, which includes $100 a month for arrearage, $57 a month for Medicaid, and $168 a month for child support.
I apologize, Your Honor. I just had a baby, so I am in the hospital when I was handling that. I apologize.
You know what? It's all starting to make a little more sense. She's having her second child or another child, so she just wants to make sure that the first child is taken care of because things can get tight once you have more than one child.
She stay in a whole gated community on the golf course, ain't it? $1,500 a month. Whatever you said.
Nah, I don't like that at all. Whatever she got going on is what she got going on. You still have to take care of your child, bro. So I don't like that. That to me is that old pocket watching stuff, and I ain't with that at all.
So, Miss Jennings, what are you asking me to do here?
What she want? She gave her exactly what she wants. She don't want no money.
It's been 7 years. My child, he's seen my child a total of 3 times in her life. I'm just asking for support. My personal finances and his neither has to do with each other. I have 7 kids myself. I have 7 kids myself that I take care of full time.
Hold up. She said 7 kids, so that means she has 7, he has 10. They got 17 kids between each other. Neither one of y'all are good decision makers. I think fighting each other is a waste of time. Y'all need to be trying to figure out how to make this work because, like Mariah Carey said.
All right, so I've reviewed the proposed order confirming child support arrearage. I will sign that one. On the motion to enforce, I'm looking at that order now.
Yes, ma'am.
On the order on the motion to enforce child support and order of contempt, I do find that Mr. Clark is in contempt. I do sentence him to 30 days. As you've requested, I suspend that commitment provided he complies with the following conditions. He starts paying the $325 a month by...
Yep, I don't got it, Judge. I can't pay. If I couldn't pay the 160 something, why would you raise that? What sense does that make? This is why I don't deal with you people.
All right. I'm going to review this order on the motion to enforce, and until then I take this under advisement, and y'all are excused.
Thank you.
All right, there was a lot going on in this video, but my main purpose of showing this video, I wanted some of you men out there who think it's all fun and games to go around sleeping with different women and just having fun. I want y'all to understand how serious this thing gets if you get put in this situation. Now, I know this man has 10 kids, and most men are not going to go out and have 10 kids, but it can get this bad if you only have one. There are men out there who have one baby mother, and that girl is putting them through hell and back. She either keeps taking him to court to try to get more money from him, or they're taking so much money from him he's not actually able to live comfortably anymore. There are women out there who are ruthless when it comes to this. They will take every dime you have and they will not stop until they drain your damn bank account. There are athletes out there where they were making millions of dollars when they were playing basketball, football, hockey, whatever. They retire and their child support doesn't change. These women still want their $10,000, $20,000 a month. They don't care, and these men just have to deal with it. This man put himself in this situation. And any man out there who sleeps with some girl and you get her pregnant and you got to deal with some child support drama, you put put yourself in that situation. I get it, the woman played a part in it, but none of that would have happened if you would have just protected yourself. And there are so many men out there who think this is a game until they're sitting in court like him. They were about to throw this man in jail because he couldn't pay child support. Now I know some of y'all thinking, well, it was only $200. He should have figured that out. What if your child support is $2,000 a month and you can't pay it? The law doesn't change based on the amount. If you are in a situation and that girl is trying to get $2,000 out of you because she believes that's how much you should be paying and you can't pay it, you will be going to jail. So I don't know why y'all think this is a game. You gotta be smart out here. Protect your seed. If you give it to the wrong girl, it will go bad fast. Now, of course, this guy has no control whatsoever because he has 10 kids. I don't even know how many baby mothers he got, but we know he got at least 2. Now, I do like the fact that he's taking care of some of them, but it doesn't matter. You shouldn't have had 10 kids in the first place. You ever heard of a condom, a rubber, anything like that? A Jimmy hat? You ever heard of any of that? This dude was just out here raw dogging it and he didn't even care. But now he's paying the price for it. And I don't want you men to go out there thinking that everything is good because you're having fun and things are going well, because you're gonna end up like this dude. But I do want to talk about something. I know this dude was a problem. He was definitely a problem because he was out there slinging that thing around like it was no problem. The woman is definitely the problem because she has 7 kids, which means she's out there giving up her goods like it's a charity event. And on top of that, she doesn't know how to pick men. Why would you have a baby with a man who already had a bunch of kids? This man has 10 kids. She said her daughter was 9. He said he got kids from 1 to 18, which means he had kids when she met him and she still gave him another kid. So she's a horrible decision maker. So whatever she's dealing with, that's on her too. She decided to give it up to this dude and have a baby by him. He's making it seem like she's doing okay now in life, like she has a nice house or whatever, but she still put herself in a situation where she's dealing with a baby daddy who don't take care of his kid. But my other main issue with this whole thing is this child support to prison plan they got. I just don't think that's a good idea. This man is going to jail. The judge already said if he can't pay $325, he's going to jail, which means whatever income he is bringing into that household. And let's be clear, he is bringing income into that household. I already told you a lot of these men don't want to work a job on paper, but they're out making money. He's out there hustling, doing something, making some money. Cutting grass, working on cars, painting houses. He's doing something. I guarantee that. So whatever income he's bringing into that household, that's gone. The kids don't have their father. Those 6 kids in that household who was with him at that time, the mothers probably needed him to watch those kids while they go to work. The mother that he's taking care of in that household, she probably needs him to help pay those bills. A lot of people are going to suffer based on this child support to prison system that they have set up. And the thing that was so crazy to me is how little the baby mother cared about that. She was the one that asked them to have him arrested. She knew he had other kids. She doesn't care. She's like, give me my money or you can go to jail. And I do believe there's some resentment in that because the man is taking care of his other kids, but he's not doing anything for her kid. So I definitely think there's some resentment there, but she could care less. She asked the court to arrest him. She wants this man to go to jail, but again, he put himself in that situation. He shouldn't have laid down with that chick. She shouldn't have laid down with him. Everybody's wrong in the situation, but him going to jail, I just disagree with that whole process. I do. Maybe they can do some work for the government on the weekends, but going to jail because you can't pay, to me, I just think that is a horrible way to handle the situation. The mother is to blame, the man is to blame, the courts is to blame. Everybody in this whole story was wrong. I get that that judge is doing her job, but she's working for a system that is wrong. Everybody's wrong here. And I understand that man is struggling, but you got to do more than $67 in 7 years for your daughter, sir. That is unacceptable. I get it. Everybody's going through stuff, but $67 in 7 years? So yeah, I do understand why she's fed up, but I still don't think he needs to go to jail because of this. There has to be another way to figure this out. But this story was crazy. I just wanted to share it because I think there were some lessons to be learned here. And the biggest lesson to me is men, be smart out there. You do not want to put yourself in a situation. And women, you gotta be smarter about who you lay down with. Now again, this woman laid down with a couple people because she got 7 kids. But if you're out here and you lay down with a guy like this and he gets you pregnant, you gotta understand why a lot of people won't have any sympathy for you because you knew exactly who you were laying down with before you did it. And it's crazy how fast your life can change once you get the wrong person pregnant. You'll be traveling, hanging out with your friends, doing whatever you want to do. Then that happens and all of that goes right out the window. Now you're sitting there sounding like Jay-Z and Too Short.
It was all good just a week ago.
Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say. And don't forget to hit that hype button because it really helps me out with the algorithm and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.